very much interested in the creation of Anioma State. But we are not interested in becoming part of Eastern Nigeria. I've advocated, and I will continue to advocate, that Old Middle region, comprising today of Edo State and Delta, is big enough to become a region, to be split, to be divided into 4.
We are very much interested in the creation of Anioma State, but we are not interested in becoming some part of Southeast. We want the old Eastern region to be divided into 4. These are men who are still living in their past, even though they claim to be a professor. Exactly. After making this video countering this man, talking about the political system has changed, we are no more practicing Eastern region. In quote, what we have now is Southeast, and what we have now is SouthSouth. We are presently, as the Anioma people, in SouthSouth. There is a reason why we are asking for a state in Southeast. But before then, let me show you the video of this professor when he was interviewed by BBC. Makandi Bani is no kuni de kazo. I've repeatedly said that this life is balanced. Now you choose not to stand well. Whatever reason that made you say one thing and have a different opinion later is none of our problem. But let's look into that video. I'll be back.
Archaeological discoveries have revealed that even before the arrival of Oduduwa, the legendary founder of Yoruba race, there were communities that had flourished, and many of these communities were Igbo communities. Igbo people are historically associated with massive movement from the Igbo homeland to neighboring areas. The destination of the Igbo people, or the destinations, have been northern Nigeria across River Benue. That's why I have Igbo communities in Kogi and in Benue State and some part of Plateau. Apart from movement to northern Nigeria across Benue, the major destination of early Igbo migrants were Benin land and Yoruba land. People talk more of Igbo migration to Benin. Most people don't know that that migration went beyond Benin to Yoruba land. We talked about how the Igbo were predominant in part of Yoruba land until, the legendary Queen Moremi delivered his people by trick and so on. Then on Benin proper, it's always said that those West Niger Igbo communities from between Benin and River Niger were Benin settlers or migrants from Benin. The truth is that early in their history, because of the fact that they didn't have enough land and they have rapid population growth in Igbo land, they could not move into the Atlantic to stay. And because central Nigeria had empires like Igala Kingdom that could, obstruct movement of Igbo into Ikala land, the only outlet for the Igbo people was Benin land. So majority of them moved there and settled there, became prominent. Some became chiefs, recognized by the Benin monarchy. But because of their audaciousness and the aggressive nature of the Igbo, ready to take advantage of situations, enterprising too, they ran into conflict with the ruling class. And so, over time, starting from the 16th century, they began to return to Igbo land. Not all of them crossed the River Niger back to their original source. Only Onitsha was founded by such returnees. Majority of the returnees established communities between Abudu and Asaba. These were not Benin people. So those who say that West Niger Igbo people were Benin people simply because they came from Benin, they don't have the full historical knowledge. They were founded by Benin settlers, no, Igbo settlers in Benin. They were returnees, what professional historians call reversed migrations. So that is it. Though when they settled in these communities, Oboloko, Iseluku, Iselenkpiti, Iselazaba, and the rest of them, Abo, yeah, and Abo, more migrants came from Igbo land proper and joined them. Then people came from Igala to join the teeming population. So what I'm trying to say is that it is wrong to say that West Niger Igbo communities were Benin people or are Benin people. Some of them are Benin because when the Igbo were returning, it's not as if they did not return with Benin people. Some have Benin husbands and wives. So no community in West Niger Igbo is ethnologically or ethnically homogeneous, because every community is actually founded by the first set of arrivals and later swelled up by later waves of migrants. That has been the experience of West Niger Igbo area. So the Igbo people who are in West Niger Igbo land, claiming they are not, Igbo people, they don't know their history, and the Civil War has contributed to that. After the war, there was stigma attached to being an Igbo person, and there was persecution of the Igbo, which has continued. So people, because they want to be secure, to have security in Nigeria, they begin to drop the Igbo name, as has happened in Rivers State. They begin to claim that they are Bini or Igala, whereas they are Igbo people, right from creation. No, many of the towns and communities in Rivers State, they just remove the first name that makes it Igbo, so it sounds differently. If you are Wike and you remove N, you become Wike. For example, I'm not referring to the governor, but I can give you an example. All those communities in Rivers State, like Inkwere, like Andoni, they are all Igbo communities. Port Harcourt was established by Igbo people during the colonial period.
Now you have watched the video. What do you understand? The man narrated for 5 minutes how we are people who first of all settled in Ile-Ife. And this is why I've told you over the time why Onitsha is known as Onitsha Ado Nedu. Because Ado is part of Ile-Ife where Onitsha settled. And then when they were moving back, they also stopped over in Idu, and that's why they are called Onitsha Ado Nedu. And the man made it open for you to understand that whoever said that we are not Igbo is just lying. And we have admitted that in some of us, we have a mixture. The Osanagogo is in Abo today, but they are Benin. The Okunzu and Ubodu are Olukumi. The Ebu people are Igala. They were predominantly Igbos. These are fact and true. And intermigration has happened between us. Some of our people left here to settle in the southeast who are known to be Igbo today. And some of the southeast migrated to this place to be with us. Just as man have explained that we have intermigration. Some people come to join us, but we are predominantly, and when we say predominantly, over 70 to 80% of us are Igbos. And that is why the language you speak are Igbos. Whether Okwani they do see baka or this thing. I know the problem, the English is the problem. People think that when you say you're Igbo, you are from Southeast. No. Being Igbo does not necessarily mean that you are from Southeast. You are Igbo here. And some people from Southeast, some people in Southeast came from this place. While some people here came from Southeast. But that does not mean that once you say you're Igbo here, you must come from Southeast. It's not true. Because we have different types of Igbo origins. The Nri version, the Su version, the Idu version. So you can trace different group that started the Igbos. But they are all one because they speak the same language, practice the same culture, and have the same names littered around. Do the same yam festival, practice the same market day, worship the same deity. These are fact and evidence that made us Igbos. It doesn't matter whether we are across the Niger or you are the other side of the Niger. You are typically Igbos. Now, back to what I'm saying before. Talking about Anioma State. This man said that we are Igbos. Why are they against us being zoned to Southeast? Because the first video you saw him saying, yes, he wants Anioma State. Why? That should be the question. Just like Okowa going up and down campaigning. That there's no Anioma son that is against Anioma State creation. But we want Anioma State with 9 local governments, the capital in Asaba, and it should remain in SouthSouth. The question you should be asked is, why? Why are they saying it? These people are the ones who doesn't want Anioma State to be created, whether you like it or not. Because every possibility that make their statement true is impossible. It's called mission impossible. You can never achieve it. First thing, if you are Tinubu, Southwest has 6 states. South-South has 6 states. Will you create a state again and leave it in the South-South to become the 7th state of Nigeria? When Southwest, where you come from, are only 6, will you do that? If you are Tinubu, will you create a state and leave it in South-South so that South-South will have 7 states because you want to please some political people? So these are the questions you need to ask yourself. If you are Tinubu, would you do that? Is it possible that you can create? All of you say Tinubu, they play politics of tribalism, nepotism. He always favor the Southwest. Now, if you are Tinubu, will you create a state and call it 7 states in the South-South? Because some people have been agitating for Anioma for 73 years. You create the state and leave it in South-South and said, okay, yeah, my people should remain. Now that you know with the way the things are. And if you're not Tinubu, but you still want to create a state, will you create a state for the South-South instead of solving the problem of the Southeast, who are already 5, to equal it to 6? So you see that those who come out and say, yes, we know we are evil, we are this, but they prefer to remain in South-South, are not truthful. They are not truthful. They are politically not truthful. They are economic with their truth. These are people who want to make you remain where they are. They are trying to play with their we not say we are Igbo. Because I see some people in the comment section saying, Okowa has never denied that he's not Igbo. Just that we can still be Igbo in the South-South. Yes, we already Igbo here in South-South. Yes. Using Okowa's statement from 2022, we already, he's an Igbo man in South-South for the last 4 years. We already in South-South. But if truly, according to him, no Igbo, no Anioma son that doesn't, do you think it's possible to create a state in South-South? Then, if it's not possible, why are you saying you must be in South-South? That means you don't really want the state. You are just lying to the people because the people are foolish, the people are gullible. And that's why people like me are here to remind you that these are the people who are deceiving you. These are people who doesn't want good for you. That is the honest truth. Whether you like it or not, I will tell it to your face. The Okowa and these professors are the one who doesn't want you to have a state. They are just playing politics with you. Honest truth is honest truth. Whether you like it or not, or you don't, the truth does not care whether you like it or not, but it's going to be truth. Because the Nigerian government told you that at one state that was proposed sometimes last year, and they squash all of them and say only one should be created. Only one state should be created, and it should solve the problem of Southeast. So if there should be any state in Southeast, you should be a state that will be created. Even if not from Kogi, they cut and come, you should be a state that should be called Southeast State. If it's not Southeast, it's not solving any problem. Whether they are cutting it from River State or whether they are cutting it from, even if not Southeast, they cut them, it must be a state that will be created for Southeast. So if any man come and tell you, say, Anioma State is what we want, but it should be in South-South, the person is automatically lying to you. He can't be, people will say, two truths. No, two truths can never exist. There's nothing like two truths. Truth does not have two types. We should stop lying to ourselves, say, you're equally right, you're equally. No, you are trying to be neutral, you are trying to be in between. There's something like truth. Truth is truth. One is one. This is why I tell people that come and tell me, say, this is my own opinion about what I feel about church. You are saying that God has different opinions about what he feels about you. If truly what you are defining in the Bible, in the Quran is true, this is how God sees things in one place. One. God will not have two opinions. If God have option, that means wahala don't dey with that. If option A no work, option B will work. God has one option, and that option is A and amen. It must be yes or no. Truth is the reality of life. You can't have two truths in the same question. Say you're equally right. No, there's nothing like equally. You are just making yourself to feel comfortable. You must accept the truth, which is the absolute truth, which cannot be equated with any other thing. When you say B is about bet, you have altered what you said before. Once BUT enter a place, you have altered. So when you say, but he's also saying the truth, no, you have altered the first one. BUT means that what you are saying before is not 100% correct. That's why you put BUT. That's why you put bet. You must understand this English, or that's why English not be made. When you see me talking about this, not because I know English better, but at least in terms of explanation and logic and psychology, truth is absolute. One, it can't be two. So anyone who tell you say, yes, I'm an Igbo man better, no, the person is lying to you. He knows that you don't understand. The government has given you this. Choose this so that you can be a state. If you're not going to Southeast, forget about it. So even if Okowa come today, tell you say he will campaign for Anioma state to come, he's lying to you. Because if the state is not going to Southeast, you are not going to get the state. Take it or leave it. If the state is not going to Southeast, you are more or less being a data person, and that is his intention. And I've explained this over and over, that if you go to Southeast, there's nobody in Southeast today that is coming to contest with us here. This land has been this land over the years. You know, I used to make a joke with my friends. I said, look, land does not shrink. Land does not expand. But the distance to cover the land over the years keep reducing. You will not understand. I made this joke by telling people that if you are afraid of speed today, that means you won't live in future. Because in future, the speed of covering the land, the speed of getting to a one point to the other will reduce. There was a time going to Lagos takes 2 days. There was a time it takes 24 hours. Today, with plane, it takes less than 45 minutes from Abuja. And if with good road, it will take less than 6 hours. With good train, it will take less than 2 hours. Speed train. And the more they make cars, the more the speed, the more we complain about we want good road. We want good road. Once we say we want good road and we get the good road, the distance to cover Lagos to Abuja will be reduced. It will be reduced because cars will become faster. Good road will also help you to become more faster. He aid the most. So if you are afraid of speed today, you won't be able to live in future when car become more faster. Because technology increases the speed of the car. You can be saying, I will buy the fast car, belonging slow. That means you will still be living in the ancient time when you're in the modern world. Get this thing, understand it. The land does not move. That's what I'm telling you. It's still the same land. The fact that they change nomenclature, like we in Delta State has been called before Western region. In fact, we started by Southern Nigeria. Then later they divide us into two, the Southern Nigeria. Call us in the Delta State today to Western Nigeria. It has changed from West to Midwest. It has changed to Midwest now to present SouthSouth. So that the fact that they name it Southwest does not mean that the land will relocate. The land no dey move. Why they and and there's nobody coming from there to come to this place. Now, all of you admitted that you're able. This professor and Oko admitted that you're able. You admitted you want Anioma state, but you don't want to zone to service. Why? Because you know that Igbo you are claiming is just for lips. Because once it's called Southeast, people will see it as an Igbo state. Bam! So let us stop lying. This is human psychology. We understand. You can't say that of course, we know I'm an Igbo man in SouthSouth today. But of course, you know that it is still a question of argument. I say I'm an Igbo man in SouthSouth. It's still a question of argument. People can say, you're not Igbo. You're forcing us to be Igbo. But once the state moves to the Southeast, you can't constantly be arguing it again. So both Okowa and this professor are just lying to you people. If they truly want the state, they should drop their ego. They should drop their pride. They should know they are not the only one that the state will favor. For Okowa's side, me, I understand that it's because of his political career. He still wants to become the God of all, the almighty decider. He's looking at what he will gain, not for the liberation of his people, not for the benefit of the whole Delta North or the so-called state. I said it time without number. Okowa today is fighting to be a senator. But Nedwoko is fighting for us to have a state that we can have 3 senators. So which one is better? When we have 3 people leading us, or when we have 1 person leading us? They even tell us say 2 heads better than 1. But today, all of us are fighting for 1 person to lead us. When we can have 3 heads leading us in 3 different angles. We have 3 House of Rep, but when we have a state, we can have more than 9 House of Rep representatives. That means opportunities will be there for some of our brothers who are dormant today to occupy this position and make decisions on our own. We will have our own governor. Like I said, nobody from the Southeast, President Southeast now, first day, we come and be contesting in us. We have our own governor by ourselves, deputy by ourselves, commissioner by ourselves, local government by ourselves. The local government that we have now at 9, they're going to increase. So why are they lying to ourselves? Why are we lying to ourselves? Why are these people against it? Why are they against it? Either they are not accepting their Igbo, they are just saying their Igbo with their lips, or their political career is in question. Finish. Until they come out and tell us the honest truth why they don't want it. Those excuses that you can be an Igbo man even in SouthSouth, that is not an excuse. We agree that we are Igbo people in SouthSouth today. But we want a state. And the only way the state can be possible is to be zoned to the Southeast. Because the government has made it, they have given you the reason why you should fight for a state. Imagine that day they say, no state should be created. We will be talking of Anioma state today. No, we will not. When they say that, the government said that 1 state has been proposed, but no state should be created. We won't be talking of Anioma state. But now that the government has given us an option, say, we want to create 1 state. And among all the states that the Southeast has presented, Anioma state is the most viable and has been most agitated to join the Southeast. So why are we stopping it? You have admitted that we're able, so why can't we have a state in Southeast so that we move on? We move on. Like I keep telling people, if Okowa comes to your constituency to campaign, let him not use Anioma. He has never thought of Anioma for 20 years. He has been in power. SNC for 8 years. Senator for 4 years. Governor for 8 years. 20 good years. He has never thought of Anioma state. Suddenly, he wants to use somebody has been pursuing to be campaigning. If he comes, he should tell you what he will do as a governor. And when he tell you, use me as an example. Oga, Southeast is the only way the state can be viable. How can you give us a state in SouthSouth? How possibly? You told us now today that anybody telling us about Anioma state deceiving us, that is the wrong timing. If it's when will the Anioma ever come in SouthSouth? Because there are other people demanding for a state in SouthSouth. When will they choose you above others? When now the Southeast are giving us opportunity to be that state, that number 6 state, that we can take opportunity to have it, and you are denying it. When will they choose you in SouthSouth above others? Not only be the politicians who know the way, not only be people where they consider. I'm out of here, John.